It's Thursday, it's Thursday. For those of you that may have missed it last week, Danielle and I, we had our first child. Her name is Hope. Came into the world about 9:41 p.m. Mom and baby are doing great. We've been home for a week. We've had a doctor's appointment. I've gone back to work. Danielle's still hanging at the house. We've had some visitors come in. Moms and dads and more dads have been coming in and staying with us and helping us out. So we really appreciate it, guys. But man, she sleeps, she eats, and she messes up diapers. And occasionally she grins. Today, Danielle and I, we took her to have some newborn pictures done. Cha-ching, cha-ching. You better have some money for that. If you're wondering about my hat that I'm wearing, it's from Turkey. It's a gift from my brother and sister-in-law. It's a program called Penn State football. And the head coach used to be the head coach over there. His name was Joe Paterno. Back in 1998, he had an assistant coach named Jerry Sandusky. He was recently discovered. He was brought out. He was arrested and put on trial for molesting young boys while he was an assistant coach at Penn State University. Now, back in 1998 is when this first came to light, and it turns out that Joe Paterno was told about it. Now, they say that Joe Paterno went to some higher authorities and higher-ups in the school, and nothing ever happened. 2001, Jerry Sandusky stepped down as assistant coach of Penn State football. However, he had an organization there that was supposed to be a charitable organization, but he still had an office and he still had access to all of Penn State's equipment and facilities. It turns out that molestations continued on after 1998, and that it's continued on, and finally all this stuff started beginning to come to light, and has come to light. And in relationship with that, man, there have been a lot of people who've been crying out and calling out for things to be done. Here's what the NCAA did. They put them on a 4-year bowl ban. They've had their scholarships reduced by 20 per year for the next 4 years. All their wins basically since 1998 have been stripped away. They have been fined $60 million. Now, that sounds like a whole lot of money, $60 million, but when you do a little bit of research, you find out that that's only 1 year of the amount of money that the football program would generate for the university. So basically what they're being fined 1 year's salary. I'm okay with everything else except for the fine. I think the fine should have been more. No amount of money or nothing that you do is going to help those victims feel better, and that's really what you want it to happen. I mean, ultimately your heart goes out to the victims of everything that went on here, and that nobody stood up for them, and nobody, the people that were supposed to stand up for them, the people that were supposed to stand up for the little guys, nobody did. And so that's where things really get messed up. That's where things really get wiry here. You see, the reason that the NCAA came down with sanctions and everything is because that Joe Paterno, the president of the school, the athletic director, these individuals all had information and knowledge of what was going on. The people in charge knew what was going on, and nobody did anything. Or they did a little something and they didn't do enough to stop it. People were so concerned because they wanted this name, they wanted the money to continue to generate, and they wanted things to continue, the accolades to still come in, that they were willing to put up with the other shenanigans and things that were going on. And see, somebody told me a long time ago that that your talent will get you to the stage, but your character is what will keep you there. And that's the problem, is that so many people have all the talent, but they don't have the character to back it up. Here's what I'm suggesting. If your character is trash, then let's throw you out with the trash. Nothing that we ever do or say will never make those boys or their families feel better about what took place in their lives. But in my opinion, the reason that all of that was never stopped in the first place is because people had their priorities in the wrong place. We got to get our priorities straight, people. Be able to get to the place in our lives where, regardless of what may happen against us, we're going to do the right thing. Few people are doing the right thing. Regardless of whatever happens, do the right thing. Regardless of what consequences may come your way, do the right thing. And when we all begin to do the right thing, I believe we're going to live in a better world.